Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of AndrewsFootball.com. Welcome to my NFL mock draft. I'm going over picks 17 through 20. Now, if you're new to my channel and you're wondering, should I subscribe, should I not subscribe? Listen, you only got to ask yourself one question. Do you like football? Do you like channels that talk football? Because that's all this channel does. 365 days out of the year, 366 this year because it's a leap year. So if you haven't done it yet, there's a button right around here. See it, see it, see it. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Now, before I start with the Cowboys at 17, let's kind of recap picks 1 through 16 here. Cincinnati will take Joe Burrow. Number 2, Washington will take Chase Young. Number 3, Miami in a trade with Detroit will trade up. At number 3, they'll take Tua. I can't pronounce his last name, but if you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. Number 4, the Chargers will trade up with the Giants, take Justin Herbert. Detroit at 5 will take Isaiah Simmons. The Giants at 6 will take Jedrick Wills. Number 7, Carolina will take Derek Brown. Number 8, Arizona will take Jeffrey Okudah. Number 9, Jacksonville will take Javon Kinlaw. Number 10, Cleveland will take Tristan Wirfs. Number 11, the Jets will take CeeDee Lamb. Number 12, the Las Vegas Raiders, still really weird to me. They'll take CJ Henderson. Number 13, San Francisco will take Jerry Jeudy. Number 14, Tampa Bay will take Mekhi Becton. Number 15, Denver will take Andrew Thomas. Number 16, Atlanta will take AJ Espinosa. He's one of my favorite players in the draft. I can't get his last name right, but you know who I'm talking about. Edge player out of Iowa. So 17 is the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas could go in a variety of ways here. I had a really hard time with the Dallas Cowboys because they got a new head coach, and he's known as an offensive guy. So my first thought would be that since you're bringing him in, you're going to give him some leeway as far as personnel decisions, maybe a lot more leeway than you gave Jason Garrett. So first name that popped in my mind would be Henry Ruggs. Put him opposite Amari Cooper, and that could be a lot of fun. Now, you signed Dak Prescott to that one-year deal. I still think that they're going to work something out long-term, but it's easier to make it long-term this year than next year. So is there a possibility that Jordan Love is in play at 17? Absolutely. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're going to say, no way they take Jordan Love at 17. Why not? I mean, you're obviously, if you're really sold on Dak Prescott, why franchise him? Why not do him a long-term deal this year when it's going to be cheaper than next year? So Jordan Love, I think, is definitely in play. I don't know the opinion of Jordan Love for Mike McCarthy. I don't know I think if Mike McCarthy really loves him, then I think that's definitely the pick here. Have him sit on the bench for a year. Maybe you can work out a trade deal with Prescott, or just after this year, just say, hey, thanks for the service, goodbye. I'm not really sure. So let me preface this by saying, when I make my prediction, I'm not really sure, but you also can go edge rusher, you can go corner. Since I'm not really sure the direction the Dallas Cowboys are going in, I always think it's best to look at best player available, which in this case also fills a need. So at 17th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, I have Dallas taking Xavier McKinney, safety out of Alabama. Excuse me, man, I'm choked up. I really like this because him opposite Clinton Dix. If you like Clinton, you sign him to a long-term deal. If it doesn't work out, just move McKinney over to a strong safety, or you can get another strong safety. I like these two together. I think it really improves your secondary. Could you go corner here? Absolutely. Could you go edge rusher? Absolutely. This is my highest ranked player. I know that they're really trying to get Jamal Adams from the Jets. That didn't work out, so go ahead and get a guy who can kind of fill those needs. Don't forget, you can get Delpit out of LSU. I think that's in play also. Just McKinney was the better player last year. If they go ahead and take Delpit instead of McKinney, I'm not mad, but I'm just saying that McKinney to me is just a better player as of right now. At 18, Miami. I just want to be very clear. I could see them still making some moves in free agency, so I'm doing this as of today. As of right now, with everything they've done in free agency, they have not addressed tackle. So at 18, basically 18th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, I have Miami taking Josh Jones, tackle out of Houston. If they do address this in free agency, I will change this to best player available. You can go in 100 different directions. To me, Josh Jones at 18 is a little high. I think he's a first round player. I have him a late first. Early second would be, I think, an NFL team's dream. But at 18, he's a little rich. However, you still get to pick at 26. Maybe you want to go with Austin Jackson out of USC at 26. You could do that, and I think you'd have some fun there. But with everything they've done in free agency, why not go ahead and lock down your tackle pick right here? So that's kind of what I see Miami doing. Now, if you look closely on the thumbnail, right below the Vegas sign, you saw trade. That is correct. And Vegas, it's still so weird to say the Vegas Raiders. They have 3 third-round picks, no second-round picks. And when I look at this draft, I can see the Raiders wanting to trade down, maybe get a second. But there's one team that really wants to trade up. What's weird is that this team does not have a second-round pick. That team is the New Orleans Saints. Now, Taysom Hill's the backup quarterback, but I still think you need a quarterback. So I see the Saints trying to bypass Jacksonville in New England, maybe Indianapolis. The Raiders like stockpiling picks. The Saints like giving them up. I see the Saints giving up a 2021 second to move up to 19. With the 19th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, the New Orleans Saints will take Jordan Love, quarterback out of Utah State. Looks like the Saints are going to go all in this year, but you still don't have a backup quarterback. Yes, Taysom Hill. I don't think he's a quarterback. I like the dual threat role that he has currently. I think if he's smart, he just signs a long-term deal with the Saints and agrees to be kind of an all-purpose threat. And maybe if he's a good enough quarterback, he actually beats Jordan Love out. If you're the Saints, you're basically taking a guy who's talented, give him 2 years, and you know what the best part is after those 2 years, if Taysom Hill's better, you don't really lose that much. I know it's a first-round pick, but you're in a good enough situation that you should be able to repeat as NFC South champions without using this pick. Give up a pick next year. And yeah, I know you don't have to pick in the first 2 drafts, but look, you've been very active in free agency. You're ready to go. The Raiders just dropped 5 spots, which I think works for them. 20 is Jacksonville, and like Dallas, you know, I got them taking Kinlaw early on. I could see them going in a variety of directions here. But the one thing that stands out as a player I like better than most, this is a guy who I think is a plug-and-play guy, and I think you kind of need that here. So with the 20th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, Jacksonville takes Kristen Fulton, corner out of LSU. I really like this guy because I think he's a day one starter. Him and Kinlaw instantly make this defense better. Is this a guy who's going to be an elite number 1 corner? I don't think so. I think that I really see him as more of a guy who's really a really solid number 2. But I think he plays excellent day one. I think that you can start him day one, and you really don't look at him as a weakness. I don't ever think he's going to be elite. He's not going to be like Ramsey. He's not going to be a perennial Pro Bowler with loads of talent, but he's going to be very solid. And with Fulton and Javon Kinlaw, I think you really improve your defense. So just to recap here, 17, Dallas takes Xavier McKinney, safety out of Alabama. At 18, Miami takes Josh Jones, tackle out of Houston. 19, the Saints will trade up with the Vegas Raiders. Still is so fucking weird. They'll take Jordan Love, quarterback out of Utah State. And at 20, Jacksonville will take Kristen Fulton, corner out of LSU. So anyway, these are my picks, 17 through 20. But I want to know what you think. Do you like my picks? Would you do something different? Put a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let's start a discussion here. Tomorrow, picks 21 through 24, starting with Philly. Philly, you're on the clock.